toxic flight. The Delta jet diverted. Sickened passengers rushed off the plane. How did dangerous fumes get into the cabin?
This is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas, and we begin with the wave of anger and grief sweeping across America tonight. Growing outrage over the deadly police shootings of 2 black men as the country mourns the death of 5 officers in Dallas killed in the line of duty. Nearly 24 officers hurt in St. Paul, Minnesota. The huge crowd shutting down the interstate. Police using smoke bombs there to clear the highway, and protesters clashing with police in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. At least 120 people in custody. Black Lives Matter activist DeRay McKesson posting live video of his own arrest. ABC's Eva Pilgrim starts us off in St. Paul.
Tonight, across the nation, tensions erupting. Protesters tackled in the streets, police tasing this man. A demonstration overnight in St. Paul, Minnesota, turning violent. Protesters throwing fireworks at police, clashes in the chaos. Authorities say some protesters threw rocks and even Molotov cocktails. The crowd shutting down an interstate. Police using smoke bombs to clear out demonstrators. 21 officers were hurt. 102 protesters were arrested.
This is not about grief. This is not about protest. This is about rioting. This is about violence.
In Baton Rouge, angry confrontations.
We're not trying to start nothing or no violence, but sooner or later, if something don't happen, violence gonna come behind this.
More than 100 arrested. DeRay McKesson, a member of the Black Lives Matter movement, live streaming the moment police handcuffed him.
Don't fight me. Don't fight me. Don't fight me.
They're arresting DeRay.
The anger ignited by those fatal shootings of 2 black men by police. On Tuesday night, that close-up killing caught on camera in Louisiana. Alton Sterling losing his life. On Wednesday, Philando Castile, a black man, shot and killed in the driver's seat of his car after 2 cops pull him over in Minnesota. The protests are now spreading. Cities from coast to coast marching in solidarity.
There have been peaceful protests throughout the day today. Those demonstrations are expected to continue again through the night, which is when those tempers have flared the most. Tom?
We'll be keeping an eye on those protests. All right, Eva, thank you. The country also mourning the deaths of 5 police officers ambushed in Dallas. New details emerging about the gunman's final moments, trying to scrawl a cryptic message in his own blood. Police in his home discovering a journal detailing a plan of attack. The police chief defending the unprecedented move to end the standoff by using a robot bomb, saying he would do it again. The memorial to the fallen 5 officers growing by the hour. ABC's Matt Gutman with new details on that robot bomb used to take out the shooter.
Tonight, new details of the shooter's plan and his delusion coming into focus, including plans for a far more devastating plot than Thursday's ambush.
The suspect had been practicing explosive detonations, and that the materials was such that it was large enough to have devastating effects throughout our city and our North Texas area.
Micah Johnson lived in this middle-class home where the FBI found an arsenal of bomb-making materials, guns, and a journal.
In his journal are the tactics that he employed in killing people.
Johnson shot 14 people at a peaceful Black Lives Matter protest Thursday.
Was the Black Lives Matter protest just a target of opportunity? Did that seem to hasten his plan?
He knew police would be amassing at that scene, and he used it as an opportunity to shoot.
And that's what he did, leapfrogging intersections, and finally, at about 9 p.m., opening fire from a sniper's perch in this parking garage. Officers below, hemmed in by protesters, were easy targets. Officials saying Johnson, an Army vet, used his military training, 5 officers losing their lives. And we now know that police had trapped him on the 2nd floor of this college and tried to talk him down.
We had negotiated with him for about 2 hours, and he just basically lying to us, playing games, laughing at us, singing, asking how many did he get and that he wanted to kill some more.
Johnson had been wounded.
We believe that he was wounded as he was going up the stairs, and we believe that he wrote in his own blood on the wall.
Finally, the police chief gave the SWAT team the go-ahead to send in a robot similar to this one with a bomb. An unprecedented move that he said likely saved lives.
The use of that robot bearing the bomb was controversial. Do you think it was warranted?
I do believe it was warranted. It saved lives.
And Matt joins us live from the memorial outside police headquarters, and we're learning tonight new details about the moment that bomb on the robot went off, Matt.
That's right, Tom. The county chief executive telling us that there were people inside that college building when the SWAT team detonated that bomb. Apparently, they'd become trapped when the building went on lockdown, but all of them were safely evacuated a little bit later. Tom.
So many talking about that law enforcement technique. All right, Matt, thanks so much. A candlelight vigil for the fallen 5 officers will be held in Dallas tomorrow night. And President Obama cutting short his trip overseas, now scheduled to visit the city on Tuesday. The president today meeting U.S. and Spanish troops at a military base in Spain, but his attention focused on the deadly violence and protests back home. The president saying demonstrators attacking police set back their calls for reform.
Any violence directed at police officers is a reprehensible crime and needs to be prosecuted.
The president will attend an interfaith service for the 5 slain officers while in Dallas. Now, the crisis in America having an impact on the race for president, 8 days and counting to the GOP convention in Cleveland. Donald Trump's latest potential VP choice making headlines for his stand on one of the most heated issues of the campaign. And Hillary Clinton expected to receive her long-awaited endorsement from Bernie Sanders this week. Here's ABC's David Wright.
After a bloody week of gun violence, today Donald Trump accused the president of living in a fantasy world. Look what's happening to our country under the weak leadership of Obama, he tweeted. President Obama thinks the nation is not as divided as people think. He is living in a world of make-believe. As early as this week, Trump is expected to choose his running mate. Among the candidates being vetted, retired Army General Michael Flynn. Flynn is a registered Democrat, and when ABC's Martha Raddatz asked him about abortion,
but I think women have to be able to choose.
He gave an answer that the conservative wing of the party won't accept. Trump has struggled to articulate his own views on the issue.
But I am strongly for choice, and yet I hate the concept of abortion.
More recently, Trump veered sharply to the other extreme.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah.
Later, Trump backtracked on that. This week, Hillary Clinton may finally get the endorsement of her only rival for the nomination. ABC News has learned Clinton and Bernie Sanders are discussing a possible joint appearance this week in New Hampshire. The events in Dallas briefly brought the presidential contest to a pause. The candidates, mindful of sensitivities, didn't want to inflame things. But now the Republican convention is just over a week away, and the debate is going to resume in earnest. Tom?
David Wright for us tonight. David, thank you. Now to the toxic flight forcing a passenger plane to divert to Oklahoma. A dozen passengers on a Delta jet overcome by carbon monoxide. The plane forced to land. ABC's Karen Travers on investigators looking for the mystery cause of the problem.
Tonight, a mid-air mystery. Delta Flight 1817 is halfway from Atlanta to Denver when the pilot radios for help.
Delta 18, we need assistance navigate, yeah. Do need assistance. Okay, thank you.
A dozen passengers complaining of nausea, dizziness, and rapid heart rates.
People started hitting their red buttons. I looked up ahead, and like 10 aisles ahead, same thing was happening to it looked like about 3 or 4 others, with one man throwing up violently.
The plane making an emergency landing in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Paramedics ready to assist. The Tulsa Fire Department telling ABC News a few of the sick passengers showing slightly elevated carbon monoxide levels.
This isn't something that just happened by some ground service problem. It obviously is something inherently problematic with one or more of the engines.
A hazmat team inspecting the plane, but with the doors open, the carbon monoxide levels drop back to normal. Those sick passengers also back to normal after some fresh air.
Delta Airlines tells ABC News technicians are checking on that plane, but Tom, there are still no answers as to what caused the carbon monoxide levels in those passengers to spike. Tom?
Scary scene in the air. All right, Karen, thank you. Now to the dangerous storms breaking out in parts of the country tonight. Heavy downpours blinding drivers near Birmingham, Alabama. And in California, firefighters battling to gain control of a huge wildfire north of Los Angeles, one of more than a dozen burning in the west tonight. ABC meteorologist Rob Marciano on the families being forced from their homes.
Tonight, 18 large wildfires raging in the west across 8 states.
All residents, mandatory evacuation.
In Santa Clarita, California, this brush fire engulfing the entire hillside.
It was getting pretty close. The heat was getting pretty bad.
Dry conditions and strong winds making for a fierce battle for firefighters.
We need to get containment.
In Boulder County, Colorado, this blaze burning up more than 300 acres and ravaging 3 homes, one belonging to a firefighter on the front lines. At the same time, storms soaking the Midwest. Overnight, torrential downpours drenching parts of Texas, knocking down trees and causing flash flooding north of Dallas. And hail pounding Minnesota, some the size of tennis balls spotted in North Dakota.
And senior meteorologist Rob Marciano is here now with the forecast. Rob, lots of severe weather out there, right?
Again, in the northern plains, Tom, we've already had 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and hail-breaking windows in western North Dakota. That's in the threat zone, as is eastern Montana, gets to Fargo and through Pierre, damaging winds. More of that happening tonight. And then tomorrow into more populated areas from Minneapolis to Des Moines and Omaha. Can't rule out an isolated tornado. Of course, the fire is the big story. Red flag warnings posted for all these states from southern California all the way to South Dakota. Strong mid-level jet stream with a strong trough, and I think it's going to be a problem in Boulder with winds tomorrow to 22 miles an hour. The heat hasn't helped either, Tom. Denver hit 100 degrees for the first time today in 2 years. That's hot.
Triple digits. All right, Rob, thank you. Overseas tonight, the gruesome sight on live TV. A famous matador gored to death during a bullfight in Spain. His wife there seen it happen. ABC's Gloria Rivera on the stunned reactions from Spain.
At first, top matador Victor Barrio stares down his opponent, a bull weighing more than 1,000 pounds. The crowd, including his young wife, sitting in the stands, watching every flick of his wrist. But in an instant, tragedy unfolds. Barrio gored, violently tossed in the air. While the horrific scene is broadcast live on television, Barrio is still on the ground. The other bullfighters trying to distract the animal so they can rush Barrio away. But the bull's horn sliced through his chest. Barrio, just 29 years old, died at the hospital soon after. The first matador killed in the ring in Spain in more than 30 years. His wife, Raquel Sanz, said to be devastated, later tweeting, "I have no words. My life is gone. I have no strength." While bullfighting is seen by some as an historic part of Spain's cultural identity, critics view it as barbaric. 2 regions have banned it. Condolences have been pouring in for Barrio, his wife thanking well-wishers and saying she hopes her husband is in a better place. Tom?
Gloria Rivera from Madrid tonight. Gloria, thank you. Tonight, the case against Fox News chief Roger Ailes widening after former Fox anchor Gretchen Carlson announced her sexual harassment lawsuit against Ailes. More women have come forward with similar claims. Ailes is denying the allegations, and tonight, some famous TV women are coming to his defense. Here's ABC's Mary Bruce.
Mr. Ailes, how are you? The accusations against Roger Ailes are growing tonight. Half a dozen additional women claiming the Fox News chairman sexually harassed them years ago. In shocking accounts reported by New York Magazine, Kelly Boyle, a former Republican operative, says in 1989 Ailes suggested he would help her career in exchange for sexual favors. Ailes allegedly telling her, if you want to play with the big boys, you have to lay with the big boys. Former model Marcia Callahan says when Ailes was a producer on the Mike Douglas show in the late 60s, he asked her to pose for him, allegedly telling her to sit on the sofa and lift your skirt up. 4 other women in the New York Magazine article wish to remain anonymous. The accusations come after former Fox anchor Gretchen Carlson filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against Ailes, alleging he ended her Fox career after she refused his sexual advances. Ailes' attorneys deny all the accusations, saying in a statement that the latest allegations, all 30 to 50 years old, are false, and that Carlson and her attorneys have no legal case to argue. And tonight, several female Fox anchors are coming to his defense, including Maria Bartiromo, who says, "I've known him to be nothing but a professional." Now, Ailes' attorneys say Carlson is trying to tar his reputation, and they're asking that the case be heard in confidential arbitration based on her employment agreement. But Carlson's attorneys are fighting for a public trial. Tom?
Mary, thank you. Coming up, the hero mother making a split-second decision, using herself as a shield to protect her son. Tonight, her emotional story. And later, the race against time after a girl falls into a deep well, trapped 100